Hey and welcome to Neverwinter with Aragon. So I'd like to go over the minimum requirements required for these upcoming dragon hunts with module 23, which you can run to get some of the best gear within the game. Now there are some hard limitations on requirements, but realistically they're so low, and will it be possible for newer players to get their hands on this gear? Or will you be limited on, let's say, difficulty all the way up to needing like nearly a maxed out character to get this stuff? Well, surprisingly, it's actually set at a very low bar right now. Pretty much anybody who's just about got to level 20 will be able to join dragon hunts and access, yes indeed, this mythic gear, equivalent to the ribcage which you were getting in Avernus Hunts, which was selling for like 5 million or so, if not a lot more. So let's go into the details. To start things off, you will have to go to Protector's Enclave. You'll want to be level 20 or you won't be able to do this. You'll head to Sergeant Knox just here and pick up the quest On the Hunt. He might have multiple different quests available to you, but On the Hunt is the one you need. You then make your way to the bottom section of Protector's Enclave, down here, past your Tower of Alteration, and then you head through the gate just here. You get a cutscene and you'll meet a bunch of NPCs, and here's where you'll start your quest line. You're going to have to continue that gold quest line for quite some time to unlock the different difficulties of dragon hunts. For example, just completing this quest here and picking up the next quest will unlock me initially this Smerdwick's dragon hunt. And then once you completed that, you'll be able to unlock young dragons. Once you've completed that, you'll be able to unlock adults, complete 5 of those, and then you can have to go and complete another 10 dragon hunts, whatever they are, and then unlock ancient. And we can see simply just there, the requirements to actually enter these dragon hunts do have an item level requirement. And in order to get your hands on, let's say, this mythic gear, you need to be doing ancient dragons for these dragons ridges, and you have a weekly cap of 80, so you want to be doing at least 12 ancient dragon hunts per week, since they only drop 7 dragon ridges. Now young dragon hunts, you only need 18,000 item level. Adult ones, you only need 20,000, and ancient, you only need 22,000. And 22,000 item level is very easy to reach, since once you've just gone and done all your adventures, your leveling adventures, hit level 20 by completing the Whispering Cavern, then go and join a guild, you will have 22,000 item level. Now what I've gone and done is stripped down my character to the bare bones that I'm only just over 22,000 item level. And I want to see, is it completable a young dragon hunt? If you can complete a young dragon hunt solo, then there is every likelihood that you should be able to contribute enough to an adult dragon hunt and to an ancient dragon hunt to be able to beat it as a group. If everybody can solo young dragons in your group, everybody can then together beat an ancient or adult dragon, since they are also scaled on player count. Adults can only have 3 players and ancients can have 5 players. So queuing up to a young dragon hunt, you can make the test for yourself. There's absolutely no need to do it on public here. That's a bit ridiculous. And you could queue the other dragon hunts public, or you could look in your zone chat and find people and create a queue group. That's usually the best way to go, since if the people can at least communicate enough to say that they're looking to join a dragon hunt in zone chat, then they'll most likely at least be able to communicate a little bit if something goes wrong with your dragon hunt, or you'll be able to then choose what hunt modifiers you want to be using, since those modifiers, the ones that you choose, will depend on the gear that you need. And you can see that in my document linked to the video how to get mythic gear, all here. The different parts you need for each of those mythic gear pieces, how many ancient dragons you'll have to be killing in order to get enough of those dragon ridges. Again, you're getting 80 maximum of those ridges per week, and that's a total of 12 ancient dragon kills. And throughout that, you have that all listed there. And I have another video going over those dragon hunt modifiers, everything you need to do to get them upgraded, and the costs, etc., and which ones you need for those dragon parts. So we enter in our dragon hunt, and here's where you'll be able to put the modifiers you want, and that's in order to get those dragon parts. But for now, we'll just go without any. Some of them really don't increase the difficulty. like those hard ones, they're really not too hard at all in my opinion. You're just making the dragon enrage a bit more often, reducing your stamina regeneration, and just increasing the enemy health so the fight will last a bit longer. We enter into our dragon hunt, we get our young blue one. We may as well go and take some buffs here. And I'll tell you right now that for me, this dragon hunt is going to go a lot smoother than for you on this item level, since I have pretty much the best in slot stuff. And yeah, you can see I have all these companion bonuses to give me the stats. And I would recommend that you prioritize your companion equip bonuses as well, since in scaled content, those aren't being reduced in any way. And you can see we're not going to have too much trouble soloing this young dragon hunt on 22,000 item level. And that is actually because we're not on 22,000 item level. We're actually getting scaled up to 51,000 item level, which is really good. And that's pretty generous for Cryptic Studios to help out those newer players. Scaling up your item level means your hit points are getting boosted by a ton, and so is your base damage. So all you really need to focus on is getting your stats. The stats you need for whether that be tanking, DPS, or healing. Recommend watching build videos for that. I do a good few myself, and also some optimization videos for what you want to focus on as a tank, healer, or DPS. You might very well, yes, need some healing potions here, or if you have a healer in your group, that's really good. But solo dragon hunts, remember, again, they're all solo experience. You cannot go in with a party. You want to be able to solo these young dragons, or you just need to upgrade your character a bit more. And when I say upgrade your character a bit more, I don't mean item level, because that's scaled. I mean stats. And stats, big part, is companion equip bonuses. So we get the dragon down to 50%. You can see it's not much of a trouble at all. For you guys, it will definitely take a bit longer. And you can see I am running with a companion, but because I want to be at 22,000 item level, I'm taking a grey companion, and I'm only got him so he can give me combat advantage. No equipment there, no runestone, nothing. So he's dealing next to no damage. He's just providing me with that ability to flank the enemies, so we can be one on either side and be able to gain combat advantage damage, meaning I can gain up to 90% extra damage by that. So we go into the last arena, and we just have to get his HP bar down from halfway down to nothing. We'll use our artifact there, get around him, and use our powers then. Unfortunately, our companion moves, but we'll just go there, mount power. Companion moved again, that's a bit frustrating. And what are you doing, mister? Some companions can just be real annoying, but this guy didn't seem to be too bad earlier when I was running with him. But yeah, he seems to want to be next to me the whole time, so maybe not the best companion to be using. And again, it's just an example. I was just taking a grey companion so that I don't gain any extra item level from him. But that aside, you can have 22,000 item level, do ancient dragon hunts. You shouldn't have too much of a problem surviving because your hit points will be really high. It's just your damage will be dependent on what gear you have and what stats you have. So there we go. We killed him. And that really wasn't such trouble at all. These dragon hunts, the solo ones, the youngs have about 21 million hit points, including the enemies in between. And with that, you can go and grab your loot. And unfortunately, they seem to have changed the loot, at least for young ones, that they don't give rough astral diamonds anymore. They just give, sadly, a gemstone, and that's it. I guess you'll mainly just be doing these young ones to get your rank up to unlock ancients. That's it. You do not want to be doing adults, you do not want to be doing youngs, you want to be doing all those ancient dragon hunts. Again, for getting these reagents for the gear. The only dragon hunts that drop those ridges is ancient dragons. And you will need to kill, you can see 100 dragons to get any of the mythic armor pieces. You're going to need Dragon Hunter rank 100. And so while you're on that grind, you may as well get your ridges, you may as well get your different reagents, and there'll be plenty of time. You get plenty of those reagents when you kill the certain dragons. You can see the amount of dragon parts drop per player, per mod difficulty. Ancient dragons you're getting on hard ones, you're getting 12, and on extreme you're getting 16. And if you use two of those different modifiers, one extreme and one hard, you can see let's say I use both resilience and trickery reversal, I can get plenty of dragon finger bones. And those finger bones I would need for mythic rings, and I would need for the green and white artifacts. You can see that there. It's all just listed out here, and I recommend you read through that. And here you can see like the average time to get mythic gear, or like the time to obtain your first mythic ribcage. You can see it takes about 12.5 minutes to get those elemental strands. Then to get the ridges, you need 7 ancient dragon hunts, which could take 6 minutes each, or up to 10 minutes, 15 minutes maybe, depending on your group. But the big time sink is getting your dragon hunter rank to 100. So that's a long time. You could take your time, especially as new players. I would recommend it. Don't get burnt out. Take your time and just kill like 12 or so ancient dragons per week to get your cap of ridges. And overall, that's about it for these dragon hunts. Again, the minimum requirement for entry is really low. You only need 22,000 item level to get into ancient dragon hunts. So just try and optimize your character stats with certain gear pieces, with your companion equip bonuses as well, and you'll be good to go. So lastly, I'd like to give a massive thank you to all of my channel members for helping me keep my channel going. And if I present this well, consider leaving the video a like. And if you're new around here, consider subscribing. We'll see you guys around. Goodbye for now.